Your family is suffering because you've been lazy. I'm not saying that to scare you or to just cast fear into your heart. I'm saying that because it's the truth. You and I are not parents. We don't understand what it's like to worry about children, about their health, about their every little move. And I'm telling you that so that you can be aware of it, so that you can be aware of the fact that your state right now, the fact that you're scrolling all day, binge eating, just hopping from Instagram to YouTube to Netflix to Uber Eats and just ordering and neglecting your health so much. This is worrying your parents beyond what you can imagine. And I'm speaking from experience. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Right now, I'm international. I'm abroad. My family is in a whole other country. They've sent me here so I can study and educate myself in university, right? And I have taken its blessing for granted. I can't tell you the amount of times where I slacked off on school. I literally failed the class in the beginning of the year. I failed it and I'm retaking it now in summer. I have put on over 25 pounds in 2 months because I've neglected my health, ordering Uber Eats 2 to 3 times per day just because I couldn't get out of this dopamine loop. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you how to get out of it. I wanna tell you a bit more about myself and the fact that I could not break past it. And the worst part is, I was doing better before. See, the beginning of October, November, I was around 83 kilograms and I was beginning to lose some weight because that's what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to get lean and shredded. But then, mid October till end of December, I got into a massive rut. I started slacking off in the gym, not even going, and ordering Uber Eats 2 to 3 times per day. Junk food, sugar, you name it, bro. I've eaten it multiple times per day. That resulted in me putting in 25 pounds in just a span of 2 months. So I came back home in the winter break. My family saw me just completely different person. I had put on 25 pounds and my they were very worried about me. Not even about how I look, right? Just because of the fact that my blood work in summer, the summer before that, it wasn't the best, right? And I from that day in summer, I knew I had to make some changes. And I came back in winter and it was even worse. So my mom was worried sick about me. Then I came back in January, and I have my weight hasn't really changed up until now. But I'm telling you, bro, you don't understand the extent of the pain your parents feel. I couldn't. I cannot understand what they're feeling. But I know what it's like for my parents to tell me that they have not been able to sleep all night because of how worried they are about me. I know why they're worried. They're not worried about some external circumstance. They're worried because I have neglected my health and my grades. They're worried about my future. They have all these things running through their minds, and I'm just sitting there scrolling. Oh, nice. And then YouTube. Oh, yes. And then Uber Eats, just ordering that stuff multiple times per day. And I thought I had a discipline problem. I thought I had an identity problem. While some of these may be true, I realized that I was lacking one big thing that would help me move. And I feel like this is what you need right now. You probably have that, you just haven't put it out there. And I'm talking about having a bigger purpose or a mission. Now, you might have heard this before, but you don't understand the impact that it can have in your life. Just having a bigger purpose just makes putting in the work a lot more effortless on some days. And that's not talking about every day, but on most days, the work you have to put in, sometimes it feels effortless because you have this bigger picture in mind. You have this vision of the future ahead, and you realize that you can sacrifice some form of comfort now for your future self. And I'm going to tell you a bit about mine. See, when I came, I went back home in February, and nothing's changed from at least from my health perspective. And then like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I was talking to my mother on the phone, and I've been telling her over like the phone, like, yeah, my health's been getting better. And then she asks me, "Oh, how much do you weigh, by the way?" And I tell her the number, 91 kilograms, and she was like, nothing's changed. I could hear it in her voice. She was like almost mad, but not at me. She just it disappointed her, the fact that first of all I've been lying to her face, telling her I've been taking care of myself when I haven't, and number two, just the fact that I haven't been taking care of my health. Because we have maybe diseases that run in the family, in terms of like diabetes and whatnot. So she just got so worried, and I think for me that was the breaking point. At least for me, I was like, I I cannot go back home in summer and still have the same thing. I could not bear the thought of going back home, still looking the same, being displeased and disgusted with the way I look, and have my parents just tell me, just have my parents even more worried, sick about my health. It's been over a year almost since I told them I was going to take care of myself, and I haven't done that. So I'm going back home in around 2 months, just under 2 months, and it's been a week that I've been already, being strict or not strict. I mean, it's discipline and putting in the work when it comes to my diet and my exercise. So just the fact that I could not bear the thoughts of just flying back home, looking the same, and having the same numbers on the scale or potentially worse. And that for me was my mission and is currently my mission. It's just to literally go back home and just prove to myself first and to them that I can take care of myself and that I can take care of my health and my grades. I'm currently retaking the class that I failed in the fall of the earlier this year of 2025, and I do not plan on having the same result again. So for me, these two things right now, the grade of this class and my health, are just driving forces for me to not go back home the same person that I came back from in February. And I think that's what you're missing, my brother. You're missing that mission, that vision. You know what I mean? And I know, for example, that this might not be a sustainable one because it's only gonna last until the end of summer. But I'm working on having this vision, for life. Just something to look forward to, or like a big project you want to work on for the rest of your life. And that can be many different things, but you have to figure that out. And for me, it came with the fact that understanding that my parents are going through so much pain and suffering because of the choices that I'm making, because I'm drowning in my own comfort and sacrificing my potential. So understand that the only way you can stop your family's mental suffering is by just putting in the work. It's by just doing what you're supposed to do, whatever that looks like for you. I don't know. But for example, if you're failing at school, just putting in the extra work and improving your results. Or if you have very unhealthy eating habits, just fixing those one step at a time. Now, I gave myself a challenge to lose a certain amount of weight by the end of, or by like towards the end of June, just because it's personal for me. It's not the healthiest way to do it. I'm eating in a almost 1800 calorie deficit every single day. It's not the healthiest way to do it, not the most recommended way out there to lose weight, but for me, it's personal right now. And today, bro, I can't even begin to tell you how much the cravings are bad, bro. Since the moment I woke up, I swear, I wanted to order something on Uber Eats or DoorDash, whatever. I just wanted to order something sweet, something just to like satisfy that ordering. I wasn't even necessarily having a massive sweet tooth. I just really wanted to order something. And I opened the app today like close to maybe 10, 15 times. And I was close to ordering something. I really was. I was browsing for a good 20, 30 minutes overall throughout the whole day. So I was like locked in on this app, but I didn't end up ordering. And first of all, I'm proud of that fact, and thanks to God that I didn't. But at the same time, it's you just have to fight this side. It doesn't go away when you start locking in. Today was so strong, and it's like 11:30 p.m. right now. I don't expect myself to order anything else. I just want to go to sleep after I upload this video. But yeah, I just want you to know that you are capable of so much more. And I'm not speaking to you as a person who has achieved the dream or the lifestyle I'm currently living right now, and I'm documenting it. But I just want to tell you that if you're thinking about doing something, or if you've been thinking about how much how much pain you're putting your parents through, just understand that it's in your hands. You can just do the actions and then God will make it work for you. All you have to do is put in the work and take those steps. Now, I've been in 8 days into this thing almost of just eating an 1800 calorie deficit. On average, I've lost almost 2.5 pounds. So yes, it's possible, and I'll keep documenting this. If this video resonated with you, I want you to subscribe and join me. Join me on this journey of bettering myself, of perhaps building a community of people around me, and just having that impact in the world, because it's very possible and I know it, and you know it too.